Welcome to Math 100. I hope you guys had a great summer. I know that I did. I want to my name is Dr. Tucker, and I will introduce myself the first day of class, but there's some things I want you to do to get started, especially getting into the textbook and looking over the material, maybe watching some videos, that kind of thing. And this is something you can always refer back because you'll have this video. So when you open up your SAU and go to Blackboard, and then open the class, Introductory Algebra, you'll see a Blackboard shell that looks something like this. So the announcements are up here at the top like they always are. Here's the getting started video that I want you to watch first, that I'm doing right now. Here's some faculty info on me. It's a little outdated, but again, I'll introduce myself on the first day of class, and hopefully you guys within the first couple of weeks will all introduce yourselves and we'll get to know each other. The syllabus is here. Be sure and read through the syllabus and see what all the class entails. It's really important in a class. The syllabus gives you how the teacher grades, everything about the class, so it's one of the most important things about the class. Then here's the textbooks and information, but you really, if you do it like I'm going to show you, you really don't need to worry about that. It tells you what textbook to get. What I want you to do is I want you to click on My Math Lab link, and that will get you into the textbook. If I click on it right now, it will actually take me in, and I can go straight into the homework. I would click right here. This is when you always want to click on My Math Lab Mastering Course Home, and I click on it. It takes me straight into the course, and I can go to the assignments, I can go to the grade book, and navigate the course that way. The homework assignments, the tests, the quizzes, most all of that will be on My Math Lab. For you, since you haven't purchased the textbook yet, it'll be a little bit different. So what I want to do is I want to go back to Blackboard, and I want to turn on the student preview. And so if I turn that on, and then I click on the My Math Lab link, and then again, you always want to click on this one because this way you'll get the menu on the left so you can look at the grade book and all of that stuff. So I click on the Course Home tab, and then for you, it will take you here because you haven't purchased a textbook yet. So you'll just say, I accept, and then it will take you here. If you've ever had any kind of Pearson account before, such as my reading lab, my chemistry lab, a different math course, you can use the same username and password if you want. If you haven't, then you're going to have to create, and that's most of you guys in this class, you'll have to create an account. And so you click here, and it asks you for some personal information so you can set your password. It'll have your email, all of that kind of stuff. So fill that out and then say create an account. And once you do that, I've got a screenshot of the next thing that you would look at. Let me see if I can get this small so that you can see. Here's the next thing that you'll see. If you've bought your textbook access code through the bookstore and you have an access code, then you would click here and put in your access code to purchase it. I mean, because you've already purchased it, but you just put in the access code and that will get you into the course. If you click this one, you can purchase it with the credit card, that kind of thing. Again, this is a screenshot from a previous class. I'm not sure about the cost. Sometimes they let you get them for like 16 weeks, the length of a semester, that kind of thing. So pick the option that works so that you'll have the textbook for the length of time that you need it, and you'll have an ebook with this. So this is all you need. You don't need a hardback unless you want one. If you've got some issue that you're not positive you're going to stay in this class right now, you can get a temporary access code without payment for 14 days, but make sure you get this taken care of before the 14 days is up, because if a major test comes up and all of a sudden this runs out and you can't take the test, that's on you. And a 0 on a major test is a pretty big hit. So again, don't use this if you don't have to. If you have some reason you're not positive you're going to stay in this class, then go ahead and click this one, because again, we have homework from day one, so you need to get in. So do this, get into your textbook, and then once you get in, then it will take you to the textbook just like what I showed you when I went in. So then it will look something like this from now on. When you click it, it will take you straight into the course. And so once you get into the course, the main things you will use off of this menu are assignments and student gradebook. The learning guide, there's a lot of other things on here, but these are the main two links that you'll use all the time: assignments and gradebook. Video resource library, most of that I have already copied onto Blackboard for you, but it's here as well, so you can have access. Also, the ebook is here if you want to read the textbook. All of that stuff is here for you to get to. So you go to assignments and say we're ready for section 5, and we go to section 5 and we go to problem 16. And then problem 16 looks like this. I've already done it. I typed in the answer. You've got negative 4b and negative b. We haven't covered this yet, but you may remember from high school is negative 5b, positive 7, and negative 4 is 3. So you've got negative 5b plus 3. I put in that answer. It called it correct, but let's say I want some more practice. I'm not sure about that concept, so I say give me a similar problem. Also, if you ask for a similar problem, if you missed it, it will give you full credit. You get 3 chances anyway, and then it will kick you out, but you can still ask for a similar problem and get credit for it. So there's not a whole lot of reason for not making 100 on the homework assignments. So new problem, you've got negative 8b and negative b is negative 9b. And then you've got 10 minus 5 is 5. So you've got plus 5. And then you say check answer. And it says nice work, next question. So I go on to the next question. And I'm not sure how to work this. So I can do this help me solve it. And it will take me step by step through the problem. But then I have to do a different problem to get credit for it. Or I can say view an example. And it will show me how to do a problem almost just like it. And then I can go back and do this problem and still get full credit for it. Also over here under Get More Help, there's a video example of something similar. It takes you to the textbook, exactly where this comes from, this section. Ask my instructor emails me this problem with your question, so I can see the exact problem you're working on, because sometimes it's really hard to ask a question in email because of superscripts and things like that with math problems that are really hard to type. You can also print the problem. So those are all some different things that will help you. All right, I've got one problem right. I haven't finished, but it's time to go to my next class, so I can save it. It also pretty much saves automatically. And I only have a 4.17%, but anytime I go back and work on it, then it's going to keep adding to my score until the due date. And then after the due date, it counts off 5% per day up until test day. I don't take anything after test day. I zero everything out after test day, but up until test day, it'll just count off 5% per day just on the problems that you missed. It doesn't count off 5% on the ones you've already done, just the ones that you haven't completed. So it's always advantageous to you to go in and finish your homework. So that kind of helps you understand My Math Lab and how it works. And then if you go back to Blackboard and you look over here on the left, that was the My Math Lab link. Then here's where you can email me. You can also email me through My Math Lab if you're doing a problem, which again is the best way if you're doing a problem. My grades. Then right here under PowerPoint lectures, here's chapter 1, section 2, which we're going to cover today. A lot of times I will use the PowerPoint slides. So this gives you access to them so you can follow along. You can look ahead, go over the stuff before we get to class if you have trouble with math. Also, if you're ever going to be absent, right here under section videos, chapter 1, video lectures, here's actually the lecture from that section, a video lecture. It's very helpful if you have to be absent or something like that to watch that. Or again, if you struggle with math, to watch that before you come to class, then hear me during class, and then maybe even go back and rewatch it. So those are all some accessories that will really help you. So that would have been the video from 1.1. And then right down here is some information on the Christian faith paper, which in the syllabus, the class schedule, it tells you when that's due. And that pretty much gets you through navigating Blackboard and navigating My Math Lab. So get on that, get started. Welcome to class. I'm excited to see you in about a week. So enjoy your last bit of summer, and let's look forward to a great semester. And I hope that God blesses you.